She is the muse who keeps poetry from dying. She is the flame that keeps fire alive. When I read this was very impactful, and it reminded me of last year when there was a man who called me his muse. For those who know me personally, it's not who you think it is. This is actually someone I've only been around twice my entire life. But even in those small pockets of time being around me, this person considered me to be their muse. And the only thing I could think of why is because I'm in a very, very authentic season of my life right now. I'm in a very sorry, not sorry, unapologetic for my existence. And many people will tell you I have always been that way. But it comes from a place of light and not darkness now. And so my charisma and my energy, my aura is elevated. And I've told people before, I've even told my Martians in DMs and on some of these Queen Maxine mindset memes that I have a love-hate relationship with the word muse. I'm always flattered. And I'm always very curious to find out, well, what about me made you say that I was your muse? Like, what did I inspire you to do? What are you excited about life about now that you've come in contact with me? I'm quirky, if you haven't really figured that out yet. And so, but I'm also very inquisitive and, like I said, very curious. But I associate the word muse with being creative and imaginative and literally transposing that part of myself and lending it to someone else so that they can go farther in their plans, whether it's creatively or logistically or occupationally. Whatever they get from me by interacting with me, I'm happy to give that to them. But to me, the flip side of being a muse is that it's not grounded in longevity. And I think when I was younger, it didn't bother me as much because I was like, well, I'm going through college, I'm moving around to all these different places. I'll be this chunk of moment, this spasm in time for people, and I'll leave my indelible mark and I'll keep it moving. But now I'm at a place in my life where I'm still flattered when I'm someone's muse. But if it's someone that matters to me in a way that I want them around or they want me around, I have to be more than a muse. I have to be something more substantial, something more significant. And if it's a relationship, it's got to be something that's wrapped very, very tight and layered with love. And so a word like muse is like a reminisce, a throwback, if you will, a throwback Thursday to who I used to be. And it's a little cheeky, moxie smirk to who I am now. But it's not exactly who I want to be when the situation calls for something more. And so it made me think of something that I wrote. And it says, muse is just another word for invisible friend. I never really exist. And you will always have to wonder, was I ever really there? And that's really how I think of a muse, is a person that is here and then they're gone. And you'll never know if you'll ever come in contact with that energy again. And so you have to just live in the memory of what you cherished in the moment when that muse and that electricity was present. Anyway, I'm rambling. If you don't know, one day I'm going to be creating a book, and some of these things that I ramble about with you guys with the Queen Maxine mindset memes and the 60-second soapbox, these are all a part of some of the subject matter that will be in the book. It is a fictitious book, but it will touch on very real nonfiction topics that are important to me and that are important to people in my orbit, and so by extension will likely be important to you. I will keep you posted, but I will tell you, because I'm on Instagram now, but you just never know when Instagram will just pull the rug from up under me. So I will tell you to follow at By Martian Digital on YouTube. That's where a lot of my immediate content goes. Instagram is secondary, and I want to get it to the place where it's tertiary, and that I'm not always posting to Instagram, because while I am glad that this is where you guys are, when it comes to getting what By Martian is doing out to the masses, I needed to be in a space where it can easily be crawled by search engine optimization. And I know I had all this holistic conversation at the beginning, and I'm talking about all these logistics at the end, but if you enjoy my commentary, if you enjoy the ASMR of my voice, then I will tell you one day it may not be on Instagram. And I'm giving you the invitation, I'm tired, to meet me where I will be in cyberspace, which more often than not will be on YouTube. Anyway, later, Martians.